Hello everyone, this is Ronan Kazi. I'm on a new channel for a different game, another Ubisoft game, Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Playing in the pretty much the maximum immersion, so I don't have a lot of the heads-up displays and those kind of things. So you're gonna have to bear with me. I went through here once, got smoked. Don't remember the missions. And it's a little bit different than the Division. I don't know if you ever played Ghost Recon in the series. It's one of the first games I ever played. I don't know if it was Ghost Recon 3 or Ghost Recon 2. The graphics were really janky and they had like pre-canned missions, but I loved playing it. And then Ghost Recon Wildlands came out and I loved that game. It was a little more cartoonish, but it was pretty good. It was something different than the Division. At that point I'd been playing the Division, so I wanted like the Ghost Recon franchise. That was a great game. You're parachuting all the time. I had a group of people I played with. It was really fun. And so when Breakpoint came out, I loved the graphics and I really liked the gameplay. It was really good. And the thing I like about some of these games that I'm going to be doing on this channel is they might be a little bit older, but they're still good games, and they're not games you pay a subscription for. It's hard to play a game that has subscription for a lot of years, because imagine you played WoW for 10 years and you're, $1,500 you're putting into that. It's a good game, but the relationships in the game don't stay the same overall. What I like about the Division, the Division 2, Ghost Recon games, you can just jump into them and they're still really good games. And what I like is that there's a randomness to the AI. So in both those games, in this game there's a randomness. The first time I played this earlier today, I went inside the building, almost did the mission. You can do the mission stealthy. I did all that, but I'm going to play it loud. So if you know from the other channel, I'm really a crappy sniper, so I don't have any pulse or anything like that. I don't have any marking. These are all the things that I tell you that in my gameplay that, I'd prefer not to. And some of the perks I took are like I can run faster, have more stamina. So this game you get kind of perks. You get some like super weapons kind of deals as well. But this is more of a shooter. So I pick kind of handgun stuff.
That's all they got, fellas.
And in all these games, you might retreat a lot and pull the enemy towards you, where you can pick them off one at a time. That strafing strategy works in a lot of games. And that kind of idea with the new channel is there's other games I'd like to play. Not everyone's a Division 2 fan. Not everyone's a fan of all the games that I play, but I'd like to play those games, and I'd like to put them out there and kind of give you my observations. So that's kind of the reason for it. And so the graphics in the game are great. There's some expansion on it. I don't have all the expansions. I think I have the second expansion. And the game kind of came out. People were bummed out because the Ghost Recon fans were like, I don't want to go through this gear grind. So it was kind of like the Division, but different. And there's a lot of gear grind. And so they let you pick either one, where each time you can upgrade your gear, or your gear is always the same. And so right off the bat, I haven't played in a while, and I have 2 accounts, and one account I'm level 30. And instead of jumping into that, I started back at the beginning. And I was like a level 4, so I just started a whole new character on this account and everything. So I don't have a lot of the things, and I've gotten back into the game. Usually when I play one of these games, I make a ton of mistakes on my setup, because when you're playing these games, I guess my default setting is I want to be the jack of all trades and master of none. And that's kind of like in real life. You know, I want to be able to do a little bit of everything. But in reality, in a game, you're going to min-max a lot. So this is a point where I try to push, and now I'm going back. And instead of just going back, this is what I'm considering at this point. I can keep pulling them in here to this kind of thing, but I don't know how many enemies there are, so I don't know how to do the math. So at this point I'm trying to heal, so I'm going to have to pull up my map, and I got all these different things on one button, and I got to kind of change it. So I'm healing myself. You can see down in the lower left, I'm like permanently injured, and then when I heal I go back up. You see there's a Chunga there, and I had forgotten. And that's a bad shot. There's a good shot, and I'm out of there. I'm like Chunga. So at this point, I decide to just skedaddle out of there. And this is what makes this game, one of the reasons I like this game. I almost was hyperbolic in saying, it's better. But it's different because I'm going to use the advantage. I'm going to go up a slope and shoot downhill and get a lot of cover and use this sniper. And probably if I was being really realistic, I would have gone on the other side so the sun's at my back. But I didn't do that. So I can kind of see the Chunga down there. I get in a better position. And at this point, I don't know how to lean out to the left or right. And again, this is why I'm not a sniper in any games. I'm not sure what to do. Should I hit him or him? And then I finally get him. So I have a M2 sniper and I have a G36. And I'm kind of a pistol build right now. I have a 1911. All right. So I think I've got the initial threat down. There's more people in there. I don't know how many. Again, maybe I'll get, when I can get up higher, I'll get one of those skills where I can see what's going on. I can kind of pulse or do anything. The other thing I've turned off, like the looting, I can't see their bodies. Nothing comes up on the map. And then I'm always going there whether I can get a better gun or not. The gun I'm looking for is a Mark 74, which I played earlier, which I think I have now. And I really like it. So I can't decide, am I going to keep the Mark 74 or go to this Mark 48. So I get the Mark 48 and I'm going to try that for a little bit. But it's so loud. That AK-74, excuse me. The AK-74 has a lot of stopping power. And again, I'm just starting, so I'm sure I'm going to get better weapons as I go along, I hope. That's loud as crap in this game, because a lot of this game is stealth. I'm sure I could play it, excuse the expression, balls out, where I'm just pushing all the time. But that's not what. And this is probably better for my type of aiming, spray and pray. So I'm doing the mental calculation am I going to want to go in there with this? It's going to alert everyone to where I am, and then I go, no, I don't want to do that. Let me have the AK-74. And I didn't find a lot of AK-74, so this is the first one I found, so I'm going to stick with it. And you can see the damage is pretty high. Now you can eventually upgrade the weapons, or you could in the other level. And I can worry about that then. A lot of times when you're playing games, when you first start out, you worry about things that are, what you realize later, are inconsequential. Trying to jump over, can't jump over. Not available right there. Audio's a little glitchy here, apologize for it. And I'm just recording the exact same setup. What I normally used to play off a laptop, which is okay. The audio, if I ever want to stream, the audio is a little bit whatever. And so I have a desktop that I use as like 32 gigs of RAM. It's not anything special. It's an AMD, like, I don't know if it's a 2700. Then I got like a 3700 on my laptop, which is fine for what I do. Then I got like a, used to be a mid-level NVIDIA card. Probably gonna have to watch the audio a little bit better in the future. Again, I apologize. So, if you don't know the story, there's a guy who's Mr. Uber Tech that made a technical paradise. So they got a bunch of drones and everything and all this stuff, and now people want that technology. So, what happened was U.S. Navy ship got sunk near this island, this utopian island. So they send the WASP out, and they send a couple of ghost teams to investigate. And when we approach the island, we get attacked, and both the copters are down. So the first part, which I didn't play for you, is I go to the down copters and I see my nemesis, the guy from The Walking Dead. Forget what his name is. He's a badass, and he's my enemy in here. But he was also once our friend. So you can hear, I can hear the guys here, so I got to go back out. I could fly and get out of here because, again, it's a stealth game. I don't have to kill everyone. So this is a little bit of my Division 2 completist problem, you know, coming through. I probably won't do this as I play this game more. But this is a fantastic game. I'd recommend it. What I like about the Division 2 is it was easy to group. I understood the grouping. And that's one of the reasons why I do these videos in the first place. Because I realize when I get in a game like this, I hardly ever group because I don't know how to do it. I don't know the ins and outs. I don't want to be stupid. I don't want people to think that I blah, blah, blah. So that's why I do the videos in the Division 2. And I'm eventually probably going to do that here, you know. Here's what you got to do to group and whatever. And what's kind of nice about some of these dynamic games is when you just are spelunking along through the map. That audio is going to kill me, so I apologize for that. But that spelunking along in the map with no thing, you can be in a helicopter. There's vehicles in this game. You can jump out of the helicopters and parachute down. You can drive motorcycles. You can drive boats. So there's a lot more to this game, which I like. And there's that part, which I like too. So I hope you enjoy this new channel, Element 77 Gaming. And I hope to see you on this channel. I hope to see you on Ronan Kazi channel on the Division 2. in either one if you leave suggestions, if there's other things that you want. The idea would be eventually, as I got more popular, that I would get games that are, you know, I guess Warframe is a game that some of the people I know play. Again, that's probably old. I play newer games. I just don't want to spend a lot of money and a lot of time. You know, that's the thing. I want to play a game that I like to play. And then I don't mind doing the video and doing all this extra stuff. Because really, the idea is to play games. And while I'm playing it, I might as well record it. So, hope you enjoyed it, everyone. Thanks again. YouTube, as always, I appreciate everyone that watches, likes, and comments. Thank you again. Bye.